Welcome to Taste Reviews Drink Edition. I'm your host, Derek Silver, and this is episode 19. Of course, we got a new one for you today, and this one is called Michters. Michters. Michter apostrophe S. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Michters small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now, this one. The reason I picked this one up is because I saw this little tag on it, and it said the 2023 most admired whiskey in the world, Drinks International. So when I got a chance to look at the website, on their website, they have the 2024 most admired whiskey in the world, Drinks International. So I was like, hey, if it's been recognized, then I want to taste it. It should be good. So we're going to find out today. So this bottle is a pretty standard type of bottle for whiskey. It's nothing too special or outlandish with the detailing in it. The label, pretty standard label, nice label. On the back of it, it gives a little history of the whiskey. Of course, they got the tag on it. Like I said, the tag is what pulled me in. So it's nothing too special about the bottle. Got a good color to it, like a dark bronze, copper, sort of like a copper color, dark copper color to it. I burped already and I ain't even tasted yet. So hopefully that's a good sign. So let me start with the website. It's Michters.com, which will be in the description. It's 45.7% alcohol volume. What's the proof on that? 91.4 proof. And it says distilled and bottled in Kentucky. Michter's US 1 Kentucky straight bourbon is made from a carefully selected mash bill that features the highest quality American corn. It is then matured to the peak of perfection. Truly small batch, each batch of our US 1 Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is batched in a holding tank size to fit a maximum of 24 barrels, leaving no margin for blending out, imperfection, and thus necessitating excellence from every barrel. Reflecting the spirit of the bluegrass state, Michter's US 1 Kentucky straight bourbon is nuanced, mellow, and earthy. Michter's US 1 Kentucky straight bourbon is also available with personalized Fort Nelson Select labeling at Michter's Fort Nelson Distillery. So the production on his small batch, limited quantities, the state of distillation, Kentucky, as I've already stated, is 91.4 proof, 45.7 alcohol volume. The tasting notes: rich caramel with balanced vanilla, stone fruit notes, smoky depth with an oaky finish. So for those who don't know what stone fruit is, it's like plums, cherries, nectarines, mangoes, apricots, peaches. So should have a fruity taste to it. That's about it for the website for this particular bottle. They have different type of other whiskeys on their website, of course. And that's one of the things that I love about whiskeys is that, no matter the company or brand, there's usually all different types of whiskeys, where they aged them longer or they may have changed around the recipe a little bit, or some type of limited edition recipe is always something special with a brand of whiskey. So we're going to get to your favorite part of the show, and that's the tasting. Love that sound. So right now, I'm definitely getting a oak smell, fruit smell. I'm smelling some vanilla as well. I forgot my pour again. But let me start with the nose and glass as usual. So once again, it has a beautiful color to it, a nice copper color. It's a thin whiskey, not too oily, very thin. Beautiful color to it, especially in the light. And let me go ahead and taste this. Smelling that oak, the fruit, the vanilla. Make sure I have the tasting notes available. Definitely does have a smoky smell to it. That's good right there. I'm tasting the vanilla. I'm tasting caramel. Definitely tasting caramel. The caramel is very strong. I'm tasting that caramel. Definitely has a smoky flavor to it. Stone fruit. Uh, I'm maybe getting more of the citrus stone fruit. Um, Tastes real good. It's smooth. The finish isn't strong at all. It's kind of like a short finish. Not too strong. Um, I don't taste any spice to it. Real smooth finish. Very smooth finish. It almost has a creamy taste to it. And that's probably coming from the vanilla notes. But it's a smooth, creamy flavor to it. Got that caramel as well. The smoky oak flavor is not strong at all. It balances out the sweetness of the caramel because the caramel is very strong. Um, and I'm glad it has that smoky, that oak flavor to it, because if it didn't, it would be extremely sweet. So now let's move on to the glass with a splash of water in it. Let me stir that around a little bit, get a smell. I smell the fruit notes. I smell like a little bit of plum. What else? Smelling plum. I'm smelling that apricot as well. Smelling the vanilla. Um, the smell is very fruity with that splash of water. Interesting. With the splash of water, I'm getting more of the smoky oak flavors on the finish. I definitely, the caramel has calmed down very much with the splash of water. I'm tasting more of the smoky and oak flavors, but it's not overwhelming. It's not strong. Um, it's still smooth. Still has that creamy taste to it. It's very creamy with the splash of water. Um, so it's it's almost like a smoky vanilla. That's what it tastes like. It's like a smoky vanilla. It tastes real creamy, but with that smoky flavor. And it's not, neither one of them are overpowering each other. They're like blending together perfectly. So let's move on to the glass on the rocks. I'm gonna let that sit for a second and finish off this glass to see if I get any more flavors from it. Let that get cold a little bit. With that splash of water, it's real creamy. Real creamy. Um, yeah, it's just a perfect blend of the vanilla and the smoky oak flavor. It goes well. It's almost like the it's more now that I'm tasting it again and I'm letting it sit on my tongue a little bit longer. It's more of a vanilla oak, and it's real creamy, real oaky, not too smoky, but it's just a real perfect blend of those two. It tastes real good. Now with the glass on the rocks, I'm smelling the vanilla, I'm smelling the oak. I'm smelling the stone fruit. I can't actually pick out which stone fruit I'm smelling, but I smell stone fruit. I smell stone fruit. Almost like a cherry. I'm smelling like a cherry. Let me go ahead and taste this. On the rocks, I'm definitely tasting cherry now. I'm tasting cherry. I'm tasting sweet plum. Um, on the rocks, it's not too smoky, not too oaky. I taste more of the stone fruit on the rocks. I'm tasting that plum, that cherry. It's almost like a bitter sweetness to it. Um, I taste a little bit of the vanilla as well. I'm not tasting too much of the caramel. Let me taste it again. Mm. I'm really tasting that stone fruit, that cherry, that plum. Tastes real good because it's almost more so vanilla and stone fruit with the glass on the rocks. Tastes real good. That blend of the vanilla and the fruit together tastes real good. The smokiness and the oak is very calm on the rocks. So you get more of that stone fruit and the vanilla. So it tastes real good. And just a like a excuse me, burp number two. Like a touch of caramel. Touch of caramel. Mm, burp number three and four. Yeah, it's real good. And this is the type of whiskeys that I enjoy very much. That you get three different flavors from it, depending on how you drink it, whether it's on the rocks, neat, or with a splash of water. I love whiskeys like this because you just never know how you feeling one day when you're drinking it. You might want to have it neat. You might want to have it with a splash of water or the rocks. You just getting each and every type of blend within the tasting notes. I can definitely see why 2 years in a row that it received the most admired whiskey in the world. And this is just, the standard bottle for the brand. So I'm interested in tasting some of their other um, batches that's part of their brand. But this one is very good, very good. I'm glad that I saw the tag on it because I've came across this whiskey a few times when I've gone whiskey shopping, but I never seen the tag before. Take that last sip, and we're gonna get to the review. That was really smooth right there. So Michter's small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Very good. Very good. It lives up to its reputation. 2023, 2024, most admired whiskey in the world, Drinks International. This is one I definitely recommend. It gets a stamp of approval. 5 tastes out of 5 tastes. I give this one. I give this one. I give this one a 4.5 out of 5 tastes. It's very good. I enjoyed it very much. It definitely lives up to its reputation. So I can't wait to try out some of their other whiskeys. This one right here, check it out. If you check it out, let me know how you feel about it, how it tastes to you. I'm looking forward to drinking it again. So this has been another episode. Yeah, and another taste. Another episode of Taste Reviews Drink Edition. I'm your host, Dirk Silver. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and make sure you drink responsibly. Thank you for tuning in once again.